Hey, this is Dr. Paul, Chiropractic Personal Injury Marketing. Let me share with you an interview. We just did our highly successful Chiropractic Personal Injury Attorney Educational Sales presentation. And what it is, it's a presentation that essentially sells attorneys to create referrals. That's what it does. Very effective. So we're getting ready to do a short interview. We just did the sales presentation for one of my clients. So how this works is I do live streaming. So we have all the clients have the campaign to get the attorneys to a location. We'll offer continuing legal education. We'll do dinner, typically on a Thursday night from like 6 to 9. And then I go over the marketing to actually get the attorneys there. Well, she gets 6 attorneys there. And so what were the results? Now remember, I have not met any of these attorneys, and they're attorneys that she doesn't know. She's not getting referrals from that she's wanting to. So that's how this works. So I do the live presentation because I have the knowledge and the skill to do it. And I sell the attorneys to create the referrals immediately on the spot. That's what happens. And so you're going to hear from her how we created over $1 million in referrals from 6 attorneys from one presentation. Now, one caveat, her case average is $6,000. She's in Oregon, so it's a higher than average case average. Most personal injury cases are around $3,000. So even if you take an average of $3,000, that would be a $500,000 increase from one personal injury attorney presentation. So I did the presentation live. It was beamed in to her meeting with the attorneys where they were having dinner on live TV. I do the presentation, and she gets the referrals because she's part of the network. She's part of the Car Injury Doctor Network. So she's the local provider for everything that I just sold them on. So you're going to hear the interview with that and how she got the 6 attorneys there. I sold them, and essentially she got all of them, all 6, to immediately start doing the referrals, 2 referrals each, 12. And then one attorney told her he has actually, one attorney already referred her 2 additional cases before she even went back to the office the next day. And one attorney said he averages about 10 cases a month. And he said he's going to just start referring all his PI cases over to her immediately. That's the power of knowing personal injury attorney educational sales and coming from a position of strength and not weakness. And that's when they don't ask you to refer, you refer them one. For them to refer you one, and that's when they don't ask you to cut your bill. And what essentially happens is the awareness shifts. We shift our consciousness from a state of unconscious incompetence to conscious incompetence. And now they see all the documentation that's being missed by the doctors they're using and how it's significantly hurting and limiting their injury award and how it should be done. That's what you're about to hear. So her doctor's name is Dr. Sunita in Oregon. And so here's the brief interview of how we increased her business with one attorney presentation, $1 million a year. Let me ask you a few questions before we get started here. So you participated with attorneys in our personal injury attorney educational sales seminar a few days ago, right?
Yes.
Okay. How did it go? How did your attorneys respond to it?
They were like, nobody's doing this. And I said, that's right. Nobody's doing it. So they were, they were pretty impressed.
How many of them were there?
6.
6, okay.
And two of them brought their paralegals.
Okay, good. And how many of them signed up to have the financial case evaluations?
Well, 2 of them did it right there. And one's already referred a patient, actually 2 patients. I've met with one, and the other one I'm going to go this Friday. And then the other ones, they said they don't have their schedule and I need to call them. But pretty much all of them were like, yeah, we definitely want to do this. So I would say all of them.
Okay.
But 2 of them did it right away. They were like, yeah, let's get you on the books.
Okay, so all of them wanted to. 2 of them did immediately, and the others just needed to clear their schedule for it.
Yes.
So essentially, you created Now those are referrals. You know that, right?
Yes, I know. It's
Yeah.
good.
So you started the referral process right there from that presentation. So that was so it's 2 per attorney, 6 attorneys. So that's about 12 referral cases just immediately. What's your case average?
I'd say about 6,000, give or take,
6,000.
average.
So 6 times 12
Uh-huh.
cases, that's 72,000, right?
Yes.
So is there any reason why you would expect them not to refer any more clients after the initial 2 referrals? Or do you think it'll just get stronger?
I think it'll get stronger once they see, the money that they're losing actually, see it for themselves and how much money they can make.
In,
I
in
mean,
other
I could see it just
in
really
other
getting
words, you
stronger.
you just all you got to do is perform now, right?
Yes.
All you got to do is do the documentation like we talked about, show them what they do and don't have. And how can these attorneys go on without you anymore, knowing that the majority of this documentation is not getting done and it's hurting their injury awards? How can they go on without you?
Well, that's the thing that they can. I mean, once they see it for themselves, I don't see what they're going to be like, I need you, right?
Right. So
So,
we started the process, right?
yes,
All you got to do is all you got to do really is just do what we said we were going to do.
exactly. Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now remember, so that's pretty good, and that's pretty conservative. So 72,000. So if you got only 2 referrals a month, $72,000, that one seminar potentially increased your business close to $1 million a year. Is that right?
Yeah.
6,000 a case, 12K. You got 12 referrals in one presentation.
Yes.
And chances are they probably have more than 2 cases a month, don't they?
Yes. Yeah. In fact, one of them said, I'm going to refer every single case to you. So
Did he say how many he had a month?
he had like up to 10 a month, he said.
10. So the potential from
10.
10. So the potential from that one attorney who said he's going to refer all his cases to you gets 10 cases a
That's
month. You average 6,000, that's
yes.
$60,000 a month from one attorney. 600 and what, six,
Yeah.
what is that? Six is 12, $720,000 a year from one attorney is the potential right there.
Yes.
Do you see why I don't fool around with this and I take it serious?
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's really good. It's good.
That's why I keep saying, where else in chiropractic can you do one presentation and increase your business $1 million?
Yeah. No, it's good.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So now you just need to follow up. Now, remember, when you follow up, it's not important that you know an individual diagnosis. What's important is that you know all 12 steps and you know how to put all the categories together, even if when you evaluate the patients, they do or do not have the findings within each category. You're aware of this, right?
Yes. I mean, as long as they know, I know how to put the whole case together, whether to go to court or not go to court.
Right.
I mean,
And
that's the most
why am I
important
saying
thing.
now?
So,
Now
yeah.
remember, why am I saying that? Because too many times doctors get caught up in thinking when they get a referral, they got to create a big case out of it. And that is not where the value is in you showing them you know how to put the whole case together, irrespective if they do or do not of that, if that patient does or does not have the findings, because you can't control the findings that patient does or does not have, right?
Right. Yeah.
Only thing you can do is document what they do what's called high sensitivity documentation and document it. But either it's there, or it's not, or it's not. So don't get caught up. I'm just trying to
Right.
reinforce and remind you, don't get caught up in thinking it's one little diagnosis that's important that they know, or that you got to hit a grand slam with an injury award with the case they send you. The single most important thing to get across from this point forward, when you keep moving forward with them, to build their trust and confidence, is that you know all the categories,
Yeah.
whether they were there or not. And remember, you gain a lot of credibility when you also show them the categories that were not documented and they were negative.
Yes.
Okay. That's where you're going to create and maintain the referrals. And that's when they'll bring you in. That's when they start asking you to be an expert witness. That's when they start asking you to be involved in their other non-soft injury cases. Do you see this?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's just basically so they have the trust and confidence that you know what you're talking about and you can deliver the goods pretty much.
Right. So I just wanted to reemphasize
Yeah.
it's about all the categories, not about one.
Right.
Okay. Any other comments they made about the presentation?
They just said, there's nobody else doing this, and I said, yeah, there's nobody else. No one does the impairment rating and nobody puts that whole case together. And so I said, yeah, well, this is why I'm here. I'm here to assist you, help our patients, their clients. So
Isn't
it
it
was
pretty?
good.
You know what baffles me, Sunita, is as long as we've been in practice, I've been out, I graduated in 1987. You've probably been out there for 20 years or more, right?
Yes.
Isn't it amazing how many people that think they do personal injury do not even do 70% of this?
No, I know. I mean, I met with one attorney who was showing me the doctor's chart notes, and that was a hot mess. I'm like, oh my God, this is awful.
See, and
Because
how,
he
how
said,
many
he gave me a case and he said, here. And I'm like,
and how many times have you heard me say that's your competition?
yeah,
There's absolutely
yes,
no competition. I mean, when you
yeah.
go over and when
Well,
you go over when you go over and look at their, like, kind of like what you did, when you go over and actually do a thorough financial checklist, I'm telling you, you're going to find out that literally 50% of the documentation has not even been done.
yeah. Well, that's what the attorney, I mean, that one attorney I met with, that's what he saw. And I'm like, no, he does, they don't have this. So then after that, he sent me another patient, he sent me the one patient I was going to look at the case. And then after that, he sent me another patient. It was like a couple of days later.
So that
He
was
just sent it to
so
me.
that was even before you got a chance to do the financial driver. He already sent them to you.
Well, I met with him. I haven't put the case together yet, but yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
I'd say we're off to a pretty good start, wouldn't you?
yes, yes, really good.
So the key now is for you to follow through like we said we would do, and then
Yes,
also continually reinforce the message of what is not being done and how we do it, how it's hurting them because it's not being done, and how you get
yeah,
it done. So you see
yes,
how
yeah,
important that follow-up message in the video newsletter is now? Can you see why not only do you have to deliver the categories that we said in the documentation, even if they are negative tested categories, but how important the follow-up education is constantly reminding them what they're not getting and how we're solving the problems for them via the live stream or the video newsletter.
yes, yeah, yeah. You have to continue following up, 100%.
Yeah, that's just human
Yeah,
nature.
yeah,
That's human nature.
yeah.
All right. Well, that's
Mhm.
pretty good. I'd say you're off to a pretty strong start there.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add that they had to say about the presentation and the material?
No, just everything was good. I'm excited. Looking forward to the next one now. I mean, I'm going to work these ones, but I'm excited for the next one.
And
So,
then,
like you said, we just need a few attorneys, 10 10 attorneys or 5 attorneys or whatever, and then have them each referring you 2 cases, and that's it.
Well,
So,
you're already essentially over $1 million a year with the 6 attorneys you got.
yeah.
Now again, you've been practicing over 20 years. So, and you've
Yeah.
taken quite a few personal injury cases before, or seminars and workshops before you took mine, right?
Yeah.
And was any of this material taught, or very much of it taught to you, and how to put all this together and sell the attorneys prior to taking my course?
No.